Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lorwyn Eclipsed Magic Arena Draft. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that over and said, let's head on into our pack pick 1, where we seem to have a mythic and a rare. So the mythic, I'm not too familiar with the mythic, so it's an additional cost. You may choose a creature, behold 2 creatures of that type, then search your library for a creature with a nano value X or less. So I think it's going to be quite good, like in case you're like not really super heavy into the creature types. Maybe that's a bit kind of risky to kind of take, because you have to behold 2. And the other rare is a Kithkin that enters with 5 -1. Then whenever another creature you control enters, you remove a -1 counter from it. So 2 mana 1/1, which can eventually get bigger. I think is probably going to be the pick here. I haven't done anything green or white Kithkin stuff. What else am I looking at? I guess the Foraging Wickermoors is a nice kind of pickup later on. Okay, we've got another a cheap Kithkin Scout, though doesn't mean I have to be within Kithkins of the first pick. So what else? There's a Noggle, which is actually quite a nice removal spell. So red, white, borrows, enters with 2 -1. You can remove a counter. Another creature gets +1 only as a sorcery. Kithkin Advisor is 1 less for each Kithkin you control. And when it enters, you draw a card, which actually might be what I'm looking at. But maybe if I take the cheap Kithkin instead, that might be what I'm looking at. Maybe this, just the Tweez might be. I haven't done Kithkins yet, so actually maybe I'll take the land, because that's kind of fixing and ramp. Yeah, maybe just take the enchantment here. Pyrrhic Strike now, which is quite a nice one, or Boggart Mischief, though don't think it's what I'm looking at this moment. I guess there's a Liminal Hold for some other removal, which obviously isn't just creatures, though. Yeah, that one is just creatures, though. You could do 2 targets with that one. It might be quite nice with the Bristlebane Battler, so maybe just taking the Pyrrhic Strike here. What else we're looking at to come back? I guess the Foraging Wickermoor maybe, or the Liminal Hold, but that might not. So yeah, maybe stick with the white card. Whenever this creature or another Kithkin you control enters, target creature gets +1 and trample. So maybe the Kithkin stuff is open. That's quite a bit of a sign. There's another Mist Meadow Cancel, which might come back. We'll see. Maybe if the first one doesn't, then this one might not. So that was in pack 2, I think, the other one. Okay, Grub's Command. It's a cheap, what's it called? Gold Meadow Nomad. Or I could take a Sun Dappled Celebrant. That might be quite nice top end if I'm trying to go a bit wide. And again, I think these ones might kind of wheel. Though I suppose Kithkins is more lower curve. I guess I'll take the cheap one over the Sun Dappled Celebrant, just to keep the curve lower. Okay, keep out. Target tapped creature or enchantment. What was this? Raiding schemes each non-creature spell you has conspire. Yeah, I don't think so. Could take a Pummeler maybe. Like, I don't think actually anything else in the pack's that great. I could still just take the Pummeler, because I've got the Shimmer Wilds, which can name another colour if need be as well. I don't think that's more of the L. So yeah, I think the Pummeler is probably the better pick out of all of that. So there's another Keeper, another Pummeler. Okay, so there's not much of the Kithkin stuff coming now. I guess I can take a keep out over the second Pummeler. Sure. Another Pyrrhic Strike. So this is... Was this my pack or was it the next pack? Can't remember now. So maybe it's another Pyrrhic Strike might be better than the Gold Meadow. I have a feeling it's the next pack, which is mine? Yeah. So there we go. There's that one there. So yeah, Celestial Reunion. Actually, maybe the Celestial Reunion might be okay now, honestly. If I'm really going to be heavy onto Kithkins. Put in circuit to search up a thing, so maybe I'll take that. That might be playable. There's another third one. Spring Leaf Drum. I don't think I need that because the tapping matters is not really Kithkin. There's a few merfolk stuff coming around. I guess I'll take that just in case. Unexpected assistance. Okay, so there's quite a bit of merfolk coming around now. Bloom Tender. Okay, that's a pretty good one. What is attack? You may tap another untapped merfolk. Oh, okay, sure. Well, let's just remove the merfolk stuff for the time being. I think Bloom Tender's gonna be what I'm looking at, just for some ramp. And then what else are we looking back? So yeah, so neither of the Mist Meadow cancels came back, did they? So because this is Kithkin Matters, it seems like someone else is drafting Kithkin at the same time, but I think the Blue Meadow is definitely going to be what I'm looking at now. Personify might be okay. Some protection. Maybe I can splash some red or other colours of blue. Guess I take some protection. Spiral into Solitude. Try to create a card attack or block. Okay, so maybe actually better. I'm trying to think if Spiral is better than the Personify. Like, Spiral is not likely to come back, but I guess the protection is probably better. Prismatic Undercurrents might be something. There's a Kithkin Soldier. Actually, maybe that's a better one. Prismatic Currents would really only grab 2, so that's probably not good enough. There's another 2-drop. Target creature gets +1 vigilance. Is it better than this one? I guess the go wide is probably better to go for the Shield Bearer. So there's maybe a couple of cards that might come back. It's definitely only looking like a 16 land deck currently. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drop spells. Okay, what have we got now? Liminal Hold. There's another Prismatic Undercurrents. Or a 3-drop 2/3, or even a 4-drop with Reach. Yeah, I don't think I want the Prismatic Undercurrents again. I can name something else with the Shimmer Wild, but I think I want to keep with the creatures. And again, maybe the second Prismatic Undercurrents might come back. There's another Shimmer Wild's Growth. Oh, there's this Kithkin now. Actually, Wary Farmer. There we go. That's a good 3-drop to have. So yeah, definitely take the Wary Farmer here. So it seems like left side is not really drafting the Kithkin. But when it comes back to the other side, it might not be. Okay. Guess I could just take another Pummeler. Though at this rate, it's only going to be reduced by 3. But I suppose it's being reduced by 3 is still an okay reduction. Unless I just take a Changeling. Sure. No, I might not want that. Hallowed Fountain. Don't think so. Changeling Flat Flying. When it enters, return up to 1 other target creature you control. That's quite nice protection, actually. Also, Changeling for anything, so I can bounce some of these other creatures. So yeah, I think I take the Flock Imposter. Giant Warrior, enter the 2, remove a counter, target creature gains indestructible. Or I might just take a Solitude, spiral into Solitude as some removal. Instead of the Burdened Stoneback. I think I'll take the Spiral. Luminosk might be an okay. Just a Death Touch, a 2/4 Death Touch is probably fine instead of the Wild Vine Pummeler. Keep out. I guess there's nothing else really, but probably won't have a second one of them. Yeah, maybe some combat trick, possibly. Okay, maybe I could play the Chitinous Grasp thing. And probably don't want a third one of them. So yeah, that other green Kithkin didn't come back. So we've got Brigid's Command. Create a token as a copy of target Kithkin, and target player creates a 1/1 green and white, and target creature gets +3. So yeah, definitely be taking that one over this one. That's the Merfolk one. What we're looking to get back, I guess the Protective Response might be an okay one, or even this kind of gangly Stompling pack's not the best, I would say, but definitely going to take the command here now. Because a Kithkin Knight can't be, this creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and as long as another creature enters it gets +2, that's probably an okay one. Weeping Willow, or Reaping Willow, enters with 2/1, remove 2, return target creature mana value 3 or less. Like, that's pretty good actually, but it's probably not going to come back around, and it's 3 triple white, so might be hard to cast. So I think I'll just take the Bristlebane Outrider. I think what Morning Tides, like exile end number of creatures as it's like, well, 2 mythics. So clearly whoever's next to me, so the 3 people next to me, is that right? Are not in blue or white. Though actually the Glen and Lenders point out that great anyway, but Morning Tide Light, is this not meant to be pretty good? Exile any number of target creatures, and at the beginning of the next end step, return those battlefield under your owner's control, and until next time prevent all damage that will be dealt. So yeah, I would be taking the Morning Tide here. What else have we got? I guess there's the Shirley Ferrier, nothing too great. Oh, Eclipsed Kithkin, pretty good one. Okay, so it feels like we're getting some more green stuff coming back this way. So the Eclipsed is pretty good for finding creatures and spells. Reluctant Down Guard. It's kind of similar to the Bristlebane Battler, but different. Yeah, so let's take the Eclipsed Kithkin here. Okay. Now what have we got? Kin's Bale Aspirant. Another creature you can try and just a nice 1-drop 2/1. Might be better that instead of this. So the Celestial Reunion can, I guess, grab up like the cheaper creatures. So I'm not too sure about it, but we'll see what it does in the deck. Nothing really going on here. 4/2. Don't know if I will, but I'll take that just in case. Bark of Doran, a quick creature get +1. No, I don't think so. I guess I'll take another Wary Farmer. And maybe another Spiral. So probably not too sure about. I'm like I might need the combat trick as the creatures are kind of small, but not too sure. Protective Response might be okay. Gallant Foul Knight maybe. And okay, don't think I'm going to be going for any of these ones now. So the keep out might not be what I would want. and a Crossroads Watcher as a 3-drop. So actually probably don't want the Changeling, and probably the Prideful Feastling I might not need. And again, the Wild Vine Pummeler probably don't need either now. Because it kind of feels like I need to keep the curve possibly a bit lower. Let's have another read of this. As additional cost, you may choose a creature type, so Kithkin, and then behold 2 creatures of that type, so it could either be on the battlefield or in your hand. Then you search your library for a card with mana value X or less, reveal it, put it in your hand, and if the spell's additional cost was paid, reveal it, revealed and chosen, and put it onto the battlefield. Like again, I might not really need it because of the creatures that I've got. So what is my removal like? Let's see what we've got. So yeah, I probably want to remove some of these non-creature spells. Again, maybe the Shimmer Wild's Growth might not be what I need. And I guess the thing is I don't really have like much way of pushing damage through. And I still might want the Luminosque as a 2/4 Death Toucher, though maybe actually having the Pummeler might be better. Because I do have some ramp, like I can have the Bloom Tender, and then if I had the enchantment to name another colour, so you then get to the Pummeler. Actually, maybe the Morning Tide isn't that great because it's more to do with like ETBs, because it doesn't exile them for a turn because they come back and the next end step. So actually Morning Tide's Light until your next turn, prevent all damage. I guess it's kind of like a fog, so it'd be a 4-mana fog. When another enters a target creature, you control gets +1 trample until end of turn. Creature you see, yeah, it's probably not actually that great, to be honest. Okay, so I might want the Pummeler back in. Do I want Celestial Reunion then to find up? So if I'm casting it for 4 mana, I'm getting a Death Toucher. Well, no, I'm not, because this has to be specifically Kithkin. Because if I'm then doing 3 mana, I guess I'm getting like a Wary Farmer. So again, the Celestial Reunion might not even be worth it, but 4 mana to get a 3-drop. So I think I have the Wild Vine Pummeler. If I took out the Celestial Reunion, could put in the Shimmer Wild's Growth. And 16 lands. Unless I have the Changeling with 16, well then what would I take out? So creatures is 16, so I probably don't actually need any more creatures. I think I'll keep the Luminosque instead of the Wayfinder. So yeah, let's just leave it like that and see what the land suggestion is. So 9-8. So I guess I could go 8-8. Whoops, I keep pressing the wrong one. So then, do I want another early spell with a 1-2? Can return up to one other target creature I control. When this creature enters, creature you control get +1. Can be blocked with 2. And a Vivid Luminosque on a 3-4. Which does have blue in it as well for Vivid. So I'll probably keep the Chitinist, but then I guess I could have the Prideful Feastling as a 3-drop to get a black, or a 4/2 3-drop for red for Vivid. So 4/2 Trampler might be better. That's also got Trample. No, let's just leave it like that. I guess unless I take out the Shimmer Wild's Growth and add in another creature. Like a 3-drop maybe. There is Ramp with 16 lands. My 2-drop is 9. So I could probably take that out and maybe add in a 4/2, try and be a bit more aggro. Or just a 2/3 with black, white black. Sure, let's just do that. I think that's probably wrong. No, I'm going to go with my gut instinct and have the 16 lands and the Shimmerwild's Growth. Well, don't think this kind of deck's going to do too well. Kind of feels like it's missing some of the Kithkin stuff. Like the enchantment, the Kithkin enchantment, and I think it's like an enchantment which creates a Kithkin every turn that pumps up. So yeah, I think there's a couple of cards that was missing, but again, looking for at least, I guess, 3 wins, but let's see how we can do. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Like, I can technically cast everything but the Bristlebane Outrider, so maybe the Eclipsed Kithkin can find a green source. Again, the Wary Farmer. So yeah, come on. Eclipsed Kithkin, see if we can get a forest. There we go. So do I want to get the Bristlebane Battler down or the Wary Farmer? So what does this one do? Oh, it's the discards, sure, yeah. Guess I want to get this one leveled up as quickly as possible. Do I want to trade a 2/1 for a card from their hand is the question, or if I'm just going to take 3. I guess I just take 3. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, so I need to Pyrrhic Strike the high. What's it called? High Perfect Morcant. Though I can put the counter on the Wary Farmer, I suppose. No attacks. Okay, that's a bit strange. Guess I play the weary farmer still maybe? Because it can block the iron shield. Sure. But definitely think I'm gonna Pyrrhic strike the high perfect, I think. Again, I'll just put maybe the counter on the weary farmer. Oh, okay, they've gone for a cavalry instead. So they are not wanting to utilize the trigger on that multiple. So this is what can't be blocked by more than one creature. Guess I can still... So I could probably play this one in case I draw my Vivid Matters cards. And then surveil, and when this creature or another kith can enter, target creature gets +1 trample, so that's probably a good one just to keep on top, because I can double spell next turn. It's going to give +1 and trample, so that would be then 4, that'd be 5. Okay, so there's the high perfect Morcant. I guess I'm going to put it on a... Well, I guess I might as well just put it on the battler because it's just going to come off again anyway. Okay, so they've got another elf, sure. Now I'll put on a different one. So they can proliferate. So... Okay. It's a little bit looks like I can proliferate on all of them. Unless I blight that one. So play that, then goes up to 3. Oh, I don't need to do both because it's enchantments, isn't it? So yeah, it's just... So the question is, do they want to proliferate? They did not proliferate. Okay. Don't think I'm going to be attacking anyway. So again, I don't think I'd want to trade my creature just for a card, because I'm assuming they would just block with the Iron Shield Elf. And another creature is what I'm looking for now. Another Weary Farmer is pretty good. What does this one do? Enters if you control 3 more creatures, return permanent. That's why they didn't really care. Yeah. Ah, that's really unfortunate. So I need another removal spell. Yep. This is blocked by one. It can be blocked by more than one. So yeah, it's really awkward to block. Not looking good, I don't think. Question is, do I want to trade away my 4/5 for a 1/1 death touch? I guess it reduces, stops them from blocking if they want to keep, if they want to attack still. Yeah. Whoa! What? Why did they not? Is it not? It's not sorcery, is it? Oh, it is only sorcery. Ah. So that's why I couldn't do it last time, because it's sorcery only. I understand. I guess that makes sense. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't do it twice. Down to 8. Yep. At least if I get this down, I can start attacking through the Death Toucher. Though can also block the safe right cavalry, but does pay 5. Again, I guess I'll put on the Graspling, but this Morcan is probably gonna kill me, I think. Let's get 2 surveils off the farmer at least to get rid of lands like that. Personify might be okay actually, just to get another trigger on the wary farmer. Okay, I might just chump at this point. Yeah. They got something for the Bristlebane Outrider. That might be. It's only on my turn, is it? When at the beginning you have your end steps, it's only going to do my end step. And again, I'm just going to put it on the Bristlebane. It's going to trigger again. Really unfortunate. God, Perfect Morcan is so good in this set. Like in limited. They just happen to have the non-1 druid card, I imagine, in their whole deck to get it back. Okay, so if I attack with this, can't be blocked by 2 or less, so they would have to do some double blocks or triple blocks maybe. They can double block here. So this is going to get +1, so that doesn't do much. But I trade away something, sure. Okay, actually, now what am I doing? So that's all first strike damage. So would they, so that's 6, 9, 14. So I swing out with everything. So, and that's got 9 trample damage as well. So they would go block, block, block maybe. That'd be 6. I don't think I can go all out. So like this. I guess. Again, that can be blocked by 2 or less. So that'll be 11, 15 damage. They might think I've got a combat trick if they decided not. So maybe if I've got 2 mana open, they might want to like block stuff. Yeah. So they're killing off the Morkant, okay. They're discarding, no. Okay, so they're going to discard and save by the looks of things. No, change their mind again. Sure, so let first strike damage happen. Okay, so they discard a land, that's fine. So first strike damage can happen. I thought first strike damage was going to happen. First strike, first strike, first strike. Yep, there's that. Then what I want to do is save my Bristlebane. So I'm thinking what I can do is flicker one of these Weary Farmers to get a counter off of it. Unless I flicker this one maybe actually. As it can block the safeguard, yeah. That should then remove a counter from that at least, so doesn't matter, I suppose that's happened. And then surveil a whole bunch of lands probably into the graveyard. Yeah, don't want that either. So they kept, did they keep something on top? I can't remember now. Did they did bin that swamp? They might have actually just binned that swamp just now. So yeah, just want a creature, I suppose, for the gallant Foul Knight. So they're going to create a whole bunch of 2/2s, okay. So back to dead, okay. Could just chump. Don't know if I want to trade away. But I suppose, yeah, I think I just chump with a 1/1. So that's 10 damage there. Sure. But I think I'm probably dead still on the backswing. So maybe the Weary Farmer could find something. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got, so be 4 that would get through. So I'm dead, aren't I think? Next turn. But maybe they don't see it. But yeah, I think I'm just dead. Because I haven't got enough blockers for them, for the amount of attackers. Yeah, that Morkan's Eyes is what's done it, unfortunately, I think. Again, they might not see. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, it's 2. Oh, so it's a 4 damage is going to get through. At least 4 damage, depending on how I block, I suppose. Though, I guess I can block. So maybe you'll get 3 damage through. So create a copy and target creature fights. Do it like this, I suppose. That looks like they might have some. I've got the safe right, haven't I? So I messed up again. +2/+2, so they would actually trade. All of them would trade, wouldn't they? If he pumps at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's not going to. He's just gone to damage, I think. Sure. Some might need to actually fight and +3/+3, I think. So that'd be 6. This is +2/+2 because they can't do it now. Well, I guess I can fight there and maybe copy a chitinous graspling, maybe. Though the 3/3s do block quite a lot of stuff, so maybe I'll just copy another wary farmer and fight. Might need to do that. So fight and create a copy. So copy and fight. Because this is 5 mana, they've got 1, 2, 3. I think this is right. Getting the surveils might be better. I guess the gallant foul knight would have been better, possibly. But I don't think I'm attacking, so what's going on? Oh, when it ends, sure, doesn't matter. Guess I need to try and find my Vivid card, the Pummeler. Gain 3 life with a death touch is probably fine, honestly. Better than a random. I've got a lot of mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess I could have copied another battler, try to level it up, as it's got trample. So yeah, maybe actually the copy was probably wrong. What is this one? It just says creates an elf, sure. I think I'm going to wait again because this is 5 to give creatures +1. think maybe next turn I start attacking. $16 cards left. Okay, Pyrrhic Strike, that's probably pretty good. Because then I can kill... Not much actually, but I think it's probably still okay to keep. They might accidentally play their last card, or they might not want to discard it if it's something a Bloom Tender's not going to do much here at this point. So I think I'm going to attack with my Death Toucher, see if they want to trade their Death Toucher with mine. So I can give it +1/+1, so maybe they accidentally don't block enough. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, so actually they'll go to discard, I assume, and I can do it in response. Because I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. Yep. Destroy target creature with mana. Oh, I thought this is only 2. What did I think it had? 3. Okay, so I need to do 5. It's going to do 5 damage. So I can pump it up how many times? 5 once. Well, that Pyrrhic Strike is terrible now in my deck, because not terrible in this situation. I thought it was 3 mana the Iron Shield. God, so bad. Frustrating now. I can pump it once and they're still going to trade, so there's no point in doing anything. God damn it. Yay, Pyrrhic Strike. Maybe they've got a big creature or something that... Oh, so frustrating. I thought it was 3 mana, the Iron Shield thing. It's going green, highlighted because obviously it wants me to think I'm going to kill my own creatures, but obviously not. But anyway. And trade a 3/3 for a 2/2, probably not good enough. Goodbye, lands. How is it now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, it's probably better than a random. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of 16. Now I've got 12 lands. They've got 12 lands. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I think they should have been attacking. Like, it's so frustrating this Pyrrhic Strike isn't doing anything, but I think I should be attacking. Trying to clear the board of stuff. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So technically they've got 6, maybe 5, 6 or 5 out of 12. Still annoyed at myself for this Pyrrhic Strike. Can't use it on anything. Sure, so they're just gonna use it for a surveil, I suppose. Which they have decided to keep on top. Okay, that's probably an okay one to keep now. Could maybe attack with every... No, because that'd be flash. That's got flash, but the return doesn't. I'm trying to think if I could... For some reason I thought that gave something flash, but maybe I could bounce it back and... Another... Wow. What a... Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. Two of them. That's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. And they're winning the deck race as well. Oh dear. Oh well. So 8, 6. Yeah, I'm just dead next turn, so not much I can do, unfortunately. Too many attackers versus blockers. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. So the minimum of the 9. So that'd be times 2, 18, or minus, so that'd be 16 damage minimum coming through, so yeah. Okay, yes, you won. GG's. Well, let's move on to the next and hopefully do a bit better. Oh, that was so frustrating to play. Anyway, let's go on to the next. Okay, here we are into the next game. Hopefully we can do a bit better. So I am on the draw with a pretty good 2-3 drop curve. Weary Farmer, I think, will get out before the Watcher just to get some surveil on. And a black deck, so probably what? No doubt another Elves deck. It is another Weary Farmer, so don't need any lands, I suppose, at this stage, so creature would be pretty good. There goes the Pummeler. Do I want a Flock Imposter? Probably, instead of a 1-drop. Looks like they might... Okay, so I've got a Mischievous Sneakling, sure. Still could be elves, or they might be fairies or goblins, I suppose. Don't mind trading away. My 2-2, it's done its thing already. Okay, so another elf deck. Yay. Yay for elves. Bloom Tender. Guess I probably want to get a Bloom Tender down to ramp. Then I can add 2, so play a land, play a Weary Farmer, I guess play another Weary Farmer. Unless it's not Kithkin, so yeah, just double Weary Farmer, I'd say. Try and get some surveil on, like, yeah, don't want that land. Whoa, yeah, doing work farmers here, so that's 2 lands gone. Okay, so it looks like they're missing a colour, possibly. I'm tempted to maybe just create... I could fight... No, let's attack first. See what they do. I can keep up maybe my Flock Imposter. Or now I'll just play out the Watcher. Personify is probably an okay one to keep, honestly. again, some more protection, creates a 1/1 to take off a token, counter it from the battler. But yeah, it looks like the opponent unfortunately is missing green from their hand. It was really unfortunate, because it would have been nice to have seen what their deck could actually do. So yeah, I hate it when it happens, especially when it happens to yourself. It's never a good feeling at all. But maybe the Gathering Stone can kind of get them out of what's happening. So if I +3 and fight, then that would then be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is exactly, I think it's exactly enough. And this says whenever another creature, so I can do +3 and fight. So +3. So no, they would gain life. But I think this is probably still better. So what's going on? So +3 target creature. Oh, so got to +3 and target creature fights. There we go. And then I probably don't have enough damage now because that's 6, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, I'm going to keep up my Bloom Tender. Keep up, I guess, Flock Imposter and Personify. So yeah, did they draw the green source that they needed? Again, even if wherever they draw there is not really going to be enough at this stage, so because of, well, they know I've got the imposter, but I think at this stage the Personifier is going to be better here. And they are just dead. Stay cool, my friend. Stay cool. Well, bit unfortunate, but not going to complain. So let's take that no matter what and move on to the next. Okay, here we go into our third match. And see if we're on the play or not. And hopefully get a good curve out. So I am first with a little bit of a slower hand, but I think I probably keep being on the play. And I've just noticed as well, I must have been a rank reset during my last video, as I've now gone down to gold. Swamp from the opponent, so what is this, more elves probably, or a goblin deck this time with a 1 mana 2/1, yep. Okay, so we obviously want to get our farmer down. Shimmer Wild's Growth, don't think so. A little bit of an awkward draw, as that Shimmer Wild's Growth isn't really doing anything, though. Again, mentioned before, 16 lands, I probably wanted to have kept it. This one does, once again, whenever another creature dies, surveil and remove, sure. Guess I can name maybe like red or something like that. Actually, maybe I want to put it on this one here. And yeah, I guess I'll just name. Wasn't it blue that I've got? Oh, that's actually also black. I don't need them anyway, so I guess I'll just name red. And I will stay back. So I've got 4, so I can. I didn't need to convoke it, but I guess holding back kind of stops them from attacking, I suppose. So then next turn I can Luminolosk and gain 3. So I'll have a 6 mana next turn. So I can still Luminolosk and again hold up protective response if need be. When it dies, destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less, so it does actually kill the Luminolosk, so I guess I want to try and kill the mud button before that, maybe. Guess I can attack and see what they do. Though I'm assuming they're probably just going to take it. They might think there's a bit of a strange attack, possibly. Sure. And we'll keep the pummeler on top for sure, because that might be quite hard for them to deal with if they are in black. Looks like they might have a sacrifice spell maybe for the mud button to then kill off both of mine. Yeah. A little bit unfortunate. Though I suppose them using that removal is better instead of them using it on my pummeler. That's just been that, I think. I want to draw that. I can exile that next turn. Okay. Eclipsed Kithkin Sure. So what am I looking for now? I guess maybe just a 3/3 trampler with all their 1/1s. Stop them from chumping. Then next turn I can then do maybe both of these. Imposter, that's probably an okay keep instead of a random. Can maybe bounce the Eclipsed Kith and get another trigger off of that. Another one, sure. Wow, okay, so they've gone wider than I have. Looks like they're going to kill my... Yep, Kithkin, sure. Well, I guess that's out of the question now. Well, good thing the pummeler is still trampler. Again, stops them from chumping with the 1/1s. Though, whenever a goblin you each opponent loses, so it's basically 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm technically at 8 life. So if I attack with the pummeler, they maybe block with an auntie, and these two take 4. So guess I'm just going to do this for now. Pass the turn, yeah. Bloom Tender. Doesn't really do anything here at this point now, so I think I'll bin that. Trying to think if I think I do actually have a spell, don't I? What's it called? Perilous something or other to get rid of the Boggart Mischief, so well, I'll do that. Sure. So they got something else. That they can do to kill the pummeler, maybe? And a Cinder Strike, sure. Okay, well I can start attacking now in the air. Do I want to trade away 3 tokens for Watcher? Probably not. Kind of tackle block and then it exiles and then Blight 1. I don't think I want that. And I think I'm trying to find something that can get rid of the mischief. Yep. Guess they can start putting blight counters on the tokens if they really wanted to start draining for 1. it's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so if I cast this, Kithkins are going to get +1 in first strokes. That'll be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I've got quite a bit of... I guess I could keep back a 1, or maybe just the farmer. But I think maybe force some trades from them. So there's no point attacking with the 2-1 because they can just chump with that. I think I want to keep back the Weary Farmer again for a Surveil. So I guess I could get rid of their tokens for a Pummeler, that's fine. Lots of stuff that they don't want by the looks of it. And this one that they are considering keeping, as they're taking quite a while. So thinking about it. So I get this at this point, even finding the other. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Again, it's another Surveil as well. So this is a random draw because they decided not to keep the 2-2. They've gone for the bodacious. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. So if I take 4, go to 4, then they would need to trade and chump. Then I'd take another 2, go down to 2. So I guess I still need to find the Pyretic Strike. Don't think I want to trade away my Crossroads for a Sting Slinger, but I guess I probably should have, as now they can start doing 2 damage to me a turn. Yeah, it's not looking too promising at this stage. And where's my removal? That's the thing. I guess that's just. I guess I probably should have kept the Spiral into Solitude. Yeah, to get rid of, I guess, the auntie or something. Yeah. So what else am I looking for? So there's still a Pyretic, but no, that's not it. Oh. I think I need to start attacking. So the Bristlebane can't be blocked by the 1-1 at least. So I need to get this Sting Slinger off the board. I've not seen many lands from them, so I feel like they should have at least a few lands to draw, because they've only got, is it 8 And a 5, they put a counter on itself, go down to 3. So if they don't draw a land next turn, I guess I can win, because looks like they might be able to. Oh, that was exactly it, of course. Yeah, I guess me bidding that white enchantment was probably the pun there, but I don't recall them having that blight 2 damage goblin on the board at that time. So maybe I should have been more aggressive. Bit unfortunate, but their go wide, their board that went so wide that escalated quite quickly. Anyway, let's go on to our next round, and hopefully we can get at least a couple more wins. So yeah, it would be quite disappointing to not have at least 3 wins with the deck. So I am on the draw, and I guess it's an okay keep. I've got some removal and some was it 2 4-drops, but I suppose I still want to keep that. So again, hopefully we can draw a bit better. Another swamp. So what is this? More elves. Definitely feels like the meta has shifted to elves. It's a little bit disappointing if that's kind of what it has whittled down to even after a couple of weeks now. But I suppose my reps in the format isn't probably as many as some others have, so I guess maybe my experience is still not quite a average, I suppose. Luminolisk probably want to get after the chitinous graspling. So Brigid, I guess I can also copy a 2-1 or just maybe make a 1-1. I guess copying is better. Well, it's a little bit unfortunate. It looks like the opponent might have disconnected, as they've obviously gotten past without playing a land. And a 3-1 with Surveil, sure. Well, I guess could spiral and push, but I think I will just Weary Farmer. And don't think I wanted to trade away my 2-1. So now I can probably fight a 4-2 Trampler, sure. Okay, not a land, unfortunately. So I probably want to create a copy and maybe just make a 1-1, I would say, instead of fighting. So copy my Weary Farmer. I think that's probably what I want to do instead of fighting. Sure. And do I want to trade my 4-3? I don't think so, because I'd rather trade that for the Eclipsed Elf instead. So I think I'm going to hold back. Okay, and I'll keep a land. I definitely need another land for sure. So then the Chitinous Graspling next turn could be something, or it could even a Gallant Foul Knight and swing in. But I think I'm going to Chitinous, and I might want to spiral the Safe Right Cavalry instead. And a 5th land, do I want that? Probably not, actually. So get rid of 2 lands, because then Pummeler I can cast next turn. Just noticed the opponent being in Sultai, so that's probably the blue that they're splashing for, I presume. So I need to try and, I suppose, kill the Oko, otherwise that's going to overrun me if I don't try and pressure it. Sure. Well, good thing I binned those 2 lands. So the question is, if I spiral this, or if I cast this, I think I might want to spiral and then attack with everything. So that they go block, block, block. I think I need to try and get rid of the Oko. Yep. Okay, that's a strange... So they must have something else then. Sure. So that hand is not very good, I'm guessing, if they were fine with letting the Oko die. I'll get rid of that because they have green, so they might have enchantment removal. Sure. And a 5, yep, it's a pretty good one. Guess I can just Luminolosk and actually do both, can I not? No, I can't do both. So yeah, I probably just want to get the Luminolosk down. There's a 2/4. Yeah, let's get the Pummeler just in case I can't cast it. And do I want another land? I guess I keep a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I guess I keep a land just so I can double spell next turn. Okay, so yeah, that's double spell. And then the turn after, I suppose I can Gallant Foul Knight. So this turn I won't attack with it. As that was 6 mana pass, they've clearly got something in their hand. Don't think I want that anymore. Heretic Strike, yeah, that's probably one to keep. because I can kill one of their creatures, maybe the Morkan's Loyalist. That will shrink their other elves should they cast any more. Rooftop Percher. Yep. So this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't do both. So I want to Poetic Strike at their end of turn. So if I cast the Gallant Fowl, that will trigger, becomes a 3 powered, then give it 4 powered first strike. I suppose that's probably okay. Forces them to chump and do some awkward blocks maybe. And they decided not to bother. Well, don't think they were quite dead, but don't think they probably had particularly great blocks, especially with the first strike. But happy with at least a second win with the deck, so I don't feel too bad. So let's at least get at least one more win, so that would be great if we can do that. So let's head on to the next game. And here we are, straight into the next game. And a awkward hand. Unfortunately, would have been pretty good if I had at least one white source. But I think even with the amount of white sources I do have, I think it's probably still a little bit too risky for me to want to do that. Okay, so a bit awkward also now. I think I keep. So do I keep the Shimmer Wild's growth on turn 2? I think honestly I'm just getting rid of a land. I think it's just a land I get rid of there. So turn 2 Shimmer Wild's growth on a land, name again a colour. And then I've got a 2-drop removal, and then it opens up the 3 spelled removal with the growth. So I think it was the correct action to get rid of the land. And see if we're up against another. No, okay. No black source from the opponent. So Merfolk, by the looks of it. Merfolk on turn 2 with nothing is a little bit of a shock. I still think I name a different colour other than green. So I think I'm just going to name red. Because I can cast my what can I do? I can cast my other spells, and my hybrid mana spells I can still cast. So I need to get rid of the Adept Water Shaper, so I suppose next turn I can do Spiral and Blight. Though it looks like they've got a Blossom Bind instead, and a Gravel Gill Scoundrel. Well, I can't Blight now because I can't put on counters onto the creature So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I will just pass the turn. A little bit of a awkward thing there with the scoundrel and the water shaper. So the scoundrel will never get indestructible. So they have to be tapped unless you can tap them another way. Though I suppose you're not really wanting to save the Gravelgill scoundrel. Unless their hand is terrible. Though they didn't do anything on turn 2, was it? This was the first play, so turn 3, so maybe their hand is very expensive, unless they are a third colour also. So 5 mana, sure. That's quite a lot of land, so hopefully I don't draw too many. Looking for my, I guess the weary farmer though, I need at least another creature after that. Eclipsed Marrow is pretty good for refueling. Hopefully that's just lands that they're able to take, but unlikely. Yep. And another Blossom Bind. Again, I do have the Pyrrhic Strike, but a little bit awkward here. Doesn't look like I'm going to be winning this one, unfortunately. That's, yeah, very unfortunate. Now, of course, you can still tap it. That's really unfortunate. For some reason I thought it would stop it completely. So yeah, it doesn't look like I have messed up. Well, I don't think I was going to be winning this race regardless anyway now, so I would need to fight. So I could create a copy of something and then fight, I suppose. So, and then fight this. Well, actually, maybe I need to fight the scoundrel, but I think I still need to fight this one. Maybe there's a chance. Bloom tender now. To 7. So the Bloom Tender might actually help with pumping up. I dismissed the damage, never mind. I thought it only triggered on Kith kills, I guess it's any creature. Trample, so I guess I give the 3/4 trample. And then Maybe I should have attacked with the shield bearer as it would double block. Okay, I'm gonna do like that, sure. Oh, man, I need to be counting my mana I could have attacked with. But anyway, that was probably quite a punt-filled game. But I guess at the end there, the opponent didn't quite draw anything relevant, so I could have also attacked with the Bloom Tender. I didn't think I had enough mana for it, but anyway, pretty glad to have got that one done as well. So let's move on to the next. Ooh. Okay, here we are for our next round. Hopefully we can get another win, as that's the big jump. Well, not the big jump, I suppose it's getting your entry fee back. So I am first, and my hand is full of 3 drops. I literally just need 1 land. I think this is a keep. I think I keep it, but happy to agree that it probably might be incorrect, but just 1 land is all I need. Couple of removal spells and some creatures, so yeah. Being on the draw, I suppose it's a little bit risky, but I think the hand might not get too better if I did mulligan down to 6, so kind of hoping that I just draw another land. And it looks like the opponent, wow, that was a very long, hard thought for that hand. So they've taken 1 mulligan and they have kept. So 2 draw steps, hopefully I'll find, there we go. Feel a little bit better now, so I can get my 3/3 down. Looks like we are up against a green, white also. Soldier Merfolk enters the 3 when it becomes tapped, so it becomes essentially so it would trade. Question is, do I want to trade? I guess I don't need to, as I have a protective response. Wonder why they've... I guess it doesn't have to be in a Merfolk deck. Specifically, so maybe they were short on plays, though I guess it is a nice... Okay, so quite some nice ones now, and this one is, you have to pay to that one, sure. So this is sorcery only as well, so yeah. The Pyrrhic Strike not looking too great with these creatures currently. If they didn't do that, sure. And now they are, by the looks of things. Okay. Guess I want to try and find another green source so that I can weary farmer. There we go. Actually, I can probably hold up Flock Imposter. But I think I probably want to get my Wary Farmer down. And I think I will trade if they wanted to. Do I want to keep my Aspirant down? I guess probably fine, as I have the Gallant Foul Knight, so going a wide makes the Knight a bit better. And again, I've got a Weary Farmer trigger off of it, so being a 1-drop is quite nice, I suppose. Okay, that one I can Pyrrhic Strike now. And happy to take 4. Could actually technically Foul Knight now. But I think I will just kill the flyer. I'm happy to trade my 2-1 for their 2-2. So then maybe next turn I might be able to kill them, or at least force them to have some awkward blocks. They could have their own protective response, which I might want to keep the imposter for. So was it 4 mana with, no, 3 mana with Convoke. So I could still cast something for 5 mana and hold it up. But if they don't do anything that's going to be particularly sus, they, yeah, no, they could still have their own on it. It makes it a little bit awkward to attack with everything now. So if they activate, okay, so they're activating that. And attacking with both of them? No, they're just going to attack with a 2-2 maybe. Sure. Okay, so if I Gallant Foul Knight, these then become 4-4s and they're 3-3s. So that's 8. So yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so that's 14 damage, and then they block these. So if they block these 2 here, they're still taking 8, going to 1. So maybe it's not worth it, and to play, unless I just attack with my 4-4s, keep back these ones. That might be better. But I think I'll play my 3-4 and maybe next turn I can go for it. Again, I think I will happy to trade one of these creatures. Away, sure. And I'll get rid of the Shimmering Growths. Shimmer Wild's Growth. And also can't be blocked by more than one, so we can make a 6/6/6/6. Go down to 5. But then would they survive next turn if I foul keep? Okay, well, let's do it like this. Make them pump if they want to, then that stops them from casting anything. They'd only have 1 mana left over. Is it 2 mana left over? So I'm happy for them to force the activation on the cavalry. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, so they're just dead. Yep. Like any creature I would draw there would have been dead for them, so it didn't have to be that one. So I think they kind of messed up completely. They should have held one back for sure, without a doubt. Anyway, not going to complain. Ranking up. Hopefully we can get back up to where we had started the draft at, but let's go on to the next. Okay, hopefully we are on the draw. And honestly, I think it's probably an okay hand. The Eclipsed Kithkin can try and find a green source for the Wary Farmer. And I got some removal as well, so even though maybe it looks a little bit awkward, I think this is a fine keep. Again, even that third plane's not the end of the world. Blue, red, so elemental stuff by the looks of it. Okay, a fourth planes, now that is not what I'm looking for. Ugh, that is very awkward. I think I might have to still take the forest here, because I want to be able to cast my pummeler. Maybe. So then the question is, do I want to trade stuff away? And against elementals? I guess so. Enraged Flamecaster, sure. So 4 lands, this is probably where things get pretty bad for me with the elementals. Everything starts kind of really at 4, I suppose. The big hard-hitting spells, or the spells that kind of matter. Luminolisk. As much as I suppose I can actually spiral the Flamekin just to stop the 4/3 from hitting me. And I'm happy to trade my 2/2 for their 3/2. Well, so that's a lot of planes gone. That's 4, 5. And then 1 forest in the top 13. Though I suppose with the Luminolisk being 4 toughness, I should probably not trade away my shield bearer with their Flamecaster. And also a pummeler coming down next turn. What have we got? Flaring, temporal cleansing, the owner of targets. They can do that if they want to. Though they might target their own Flamekin. And happy to, well, I suppose now actually they've got another 3/2. I probably want to trade. Stops that from also hitting me for 2 damage a turn. And I think if they wanted to bounce my Luminolosk with the cleansing, I guess, well, it's another planes. Well, Weary Farmer doing some work here. Eclipsed Flamekin. Do they get a land or an elemental? They've got themselves an Ashling's Command, which is very good. Into Sentinel Summit. Sorry, Summit Sentinel. Okay, sure. Well, I will definitely take my Weary Farmer. I'll keep that. Because then I can... Oh, well, it has to be a second, so yeah, definitely take that. Hopefully there's not a land underneath it. And they have not played a land for turn, I don't believe. Okay, Bloom Tender's pretty good. Suppose I can Bloom Tender and hold up the Flock Imposter. Bloom Tender, unfortunately, only tapping itself for one. Oh, is it two? It says two. Oh, because of my spiral. Gotcha. Well, force them to do something. Oh, they're going to maybe Ashling's Command. Sure. I guess I can bounce the Luminolosk. Just get some life back. So drawing 2 cards and 2 damage to everything. So he's not copying it, so I suppose I won't bother. Goodbye, 2 creatures. Yeah, well they're definitely going wide on me. Okay, so I probably will want to do this now. Weary Farmer into Weary Farmer. Hopefully we can get some good draws. Again, it's probably okay. Or I maybe want to try and find some removal, but I think just having another 1-drop creature to trigger the farmers is probably fine. Three cards, 4 mana. Okay, so the Death Touch cannot block. Sure. And they're doing it. Sure. Well, 4/5, and they decide not. Okay. A little bit confused. goodbye forest. Goodbye forest. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 in 20. 5 in 20. 5 in 19, sorry. Yep. Guess it's not too bad, as I have a reach creature. Hidden reach one time. Nope. Okay, that's another reach creature now as well. So 4 lands. Whoa, that's a lot of lands gone now. Is that 3? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, 2 in 16. Okay, I can kill something of... Well, let's start attacking. Maybe they do some awkward blocks. Or they get a spell out of their hand for the Pyrotic Strike. Sure. They're blocking more than once. Multi-blocks, okay. So the question is, do I want to kill the Brute or the Stratosaura? Everything. It's a bit of overkill. I think I might have to kill the Stratosaur. Or maybe just the Brute. And then... Okay, so I'm only killing one. So if I kill the Brute... I think I'll have to kill the... Yeah. And then the Stratosaur with the... Do it like this. Thrath Mystic, whenever you cast a spell for that gets +2 on Vigilance, so 4/4, sure. Bristlebane Battler, if we can level that up. Any more lands? Okay, that's fine. I need my one that gives first strike to everything, I think. That would be a good one. Or Bridget's Command might be quite nice. I can maybe make another Bristlebane Battler. Outrider now is probably quite a nice one actually, because then only the Flamecaster can block it against their board. Shine Striker, draw 2, is that right? Draw 2, sure. It's not too bad. So they're on 8 cards left, 5 in hand, so what is their hand like? So there's that Hovel Hurler, enters with 2, you can remove another creature +1 of flying. It's not bad. Okay, there's a 4/4. Still can just block it with the Death Toucher. Okay, the Outrider now obviously can be blocked by multiple things, but I still think I need to cast it to try and find something. And is that the last land? Have I got 1 land left? Okay, so there should be no more lands in my deck. I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, then let's have maybe one left. Ten versus 7. Okay, I think I've got okay blocks. Again, creatures will level up the battler. Sure. Well, not anymore. This might even go down to a decking, possibly. I do have another Pyrrhic Strike for something. But they've only got one more activation of the hovel. Okay, Bridget's command. Okay, can't fight some, but maybe I want to create a copy of a reach creature. Or maybe just another Bristlebane Battler and fight something, I think. So I'm going to create a copy and fight. Copy and then fight the flyer. And that's another removal spell, yep. Keep that for the Hovel Hurler. 6 versus 9. And this does removes a counter, draws. That's the one, isn't it? So they've got 11. So 12 lands. 12, so there's at least 4 left, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's either 4 or 5 lands they've got. So these are probably lands in their hand. Okay, so maybe they were holding on to something that's very specific. Whenever this creature you control deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, so the enraged flamecasters, I think the only one that can block, isn't it? So, yep. Unless they have a pump spell, but obviously they've gone 2 blocks. Five cards remaining. Again, at least 4 possible lands out of these 5. Bottom line, sure. Shimmering Wilds. Not doing anything now. Well, guess I'll swing in at 4. So, actually, if I swing in with more, what does happen? Not much, I don't think, actually. They can just bounce, then bounce to the 5. The 4 toughness of stuff is quite awkward. The ban. Okay, so I need my other pyretic. Let's take 5. Yep. Oh, what's he taking? 5. And that's my last land. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I can still attack, I think, with that. So no more lands in my 6. And I think I might have to block now, annoyingly, in case I can't block next turn. Okay. I would have to block something else, so if I do this, I have to chump or block something with a Cross the Roads Watcher. So I mean, if they got 3 lands left, why the multi-block? Okay, so I guess I want to kill 2 creatures then, instead of that. Sure. They go down to 2 cards. Yeah, that's probably good enough, because again, if they don't kill me this turn, they should be dead next turn. Actually, I probably should have killed the Flamekin, shouldn't I? Because then that would have reduced the ban pumpage. So actually, maybe that was a mistake. So yeah, I probably should have killed the Flamekin because that took them off red. Then this would only have pumped for 2 instead of 3. That might actually be what kills me, possibly. They are in red, so they could have pump, but I haven't seen any pump spells as often in this format as others, so I'm going to presume that they don't have it. So if they attack with everything, obviously they means that they don't have anything. Soul Immolation for 3. Wow. Wow. Are you serious? Oh my god. Seriously. What? Oh my god. So even if I had killed the Flamekin, that wouldn't have made a difference, but what a way to end. Well, maybe I was never going to win that anyway, so guess I can't complain. The Kithkin deck was better than expected, but what an unexpected finish there, quite the deflate. But anyway, thank you again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe as mentioned at the start, as I'd really like to continue making these videos. But anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.